Hey guys, and welcome to my channel and welcome to this video. Today we will be painting bookmarks and I will be using this Clairefontaine watercolor paper. It is cold press, 300 GSM or 140 pounds, and also I have cut one piece of the paper and just divided it into two parts. I believe it is somewhere 7 centimeters wide. That's something like 3 inches, a little bit less than 3 inches. Also, I have done the sketch on just a regular printing paper and I will just trace it onto my watercolor paper. Sketch will be available for download, so there's a link in the description box if you want to download the sketch for yourself, little penguin and little snowman. Well, I guess it will be available for download and the link is in the description box. After tracing it, I just got this Etchr ink pen. This is 02, I believe, and I just went on top of my sketch because I did not want to lose it when I start to paint and add watercolors on top. It could happen that the sketch won't be so much visible anymore, so I decided to do the inking first. And if you're doing it the same, well, I guess you have to make sure that your ink pen is waterproof and it won't smudge when you add water or watercolors on top. If it's not waterproof, well, I guess you would just have to make your sketch a little bit darker so you don't lose it, or just do the tracing after you finish the first layer and the background. When finished with that, I did pre-wet the paper for the both bookmarks and just picked up a little bit of the sky blue, a little bit of the turquoise and some dark brown, mixed all of those colors and did the first layer with blue, and then on top picked up just dark brown and went on the edges. As you can see, I'm just tapping in with my brush, and since the paper is wet, turning it around and just moving the paint, it bleeds beautifully towards the center, but I don't want to add any browns in the center. I want to leave that part blue. A couple of splatters and a couple of splatters with blue also. And then I just left it to dry completely. While that was drying, I got this paper. This is paper from stickers, so it's a little bit plastic, and the tape, you can just glue the tape on top and later on move it easily. So I'm using that paper for my masking tape. And I did cut the edges because I want the edges to be uneven, and that's the reason why I used this paper and cut the edges. For the center, I used just one tape and then cut on both sides to have both edges, I guess, a little bit wiggly. If you are using separate bookmarks, of course, you would have to do separate edges. And afterwards, I did pre-wet the entire paper. Later on, you will see that it actually did not really work. For some reason, the tape didn't stick to my paper. Maybe the paint wasn't completely dry, or the paper, I guess, did not soak in all the water. I'm not really sure what happened, but when I removed the masking tape, I noticed that the paint just bled also inside. But actually, I did like the finishing, I guess, the textures, and I did not mind that. So just make sure, if you don't want the same thing, if you want your edges to be clean, well, I guess you have to make sure that your paint is completely dry before you add tape on top. Also, I did add a little bit of the blue and a little bit of the brown to the edges just to make that border, but as I said, it not really turned out the way I planned. And then left it to dry completely, and on top I am again doing a little bit more of the inking, a little bit more of the details with the same ink. This is again 02 from Etchr. Especially for the eyes, I wanted to do the eyes, the noses, and some more details. I did not do the shading this time. I guess that's not the level of details I wanted to go into. So if you want to do shading with your ink pen, that's also fine. I did do a little, I guess, red cheeks to my snowman. red hat and red scarf matching, and just a little bit of the brown at the bottom part of my hat, of snowman's hat, just adding a bit more of the details. I won't go overboard with any paint or watercolor. I do want to make everything quite subtle. I used black to go over the edges on my penguin, and then just with the water, I guess there is a little bit dirty water there, a little bit bluish, and I did just soften and smudge that black also and created some of the, I guess, texture, some of the shade also to the belly of my penguin and also to the snowman. A little bit more just for some details, and then again some splatters with blue. And you can see right now that when I'm picking up the tape, removing the masking tape, it just bled into the edges. It did not stick. But actually, as I said, I like how it turned out at the end. It wasn't planned, but I really do like how it turned out at the end. I did wanted to write some text also. You can write in any text you like. You don't have to write the same text. So I wrote, "It is cold outside" for the snowman and "Let it snow" for the penguin, and just added a little bit of the black to the edges and some finishing details with the ink pen to both my snowman and the penguin. And with that, I'll be finishing off these bookmarks. As I said, quite simple. You can puncture a hole and just put through some ribbon if that's what you like. Yeah, at the end I decided to add to connect the nose with the top of my head with a penguin. For some reason it did not really look like a penguin, so I added that black there. And with that, I'll be finishing off. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button, share it, and comment. If you haven't still, please do subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that a lot. And again, thank you so much for watching. I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!